Cassidy Brown. Am I the only one afraid of what's going to happen with the virus that's going on around the entire world? Medical workers are working overtime to help the people we can and help the ones that need it the most. We are still struggling with the overwhelming patients that we keep getting, even the ones with the virus and without, because everyone's scared and needs someone to talk to. So today I'm going to be talking about why staying at home and following the orders you've been given are really important. Imagine you going to see your mom, your dad, your grandma, your grandpa, those people that are at risk, but you keep going out in public and going to see them and put them at more risk. There's reasons why the order has been placed. So my points are why staying at home will give safety to you and the people around you, what you should do if you absolutely have to go out in public, and a small insight of what medical workers are going through right now through this pandemic. My first point, why staying at home is the best thing for your safety and your families. Staying at home is most important. Going out in public can put you and your family at risk. If you're taking care of someone that's on the elderly side or has an compromised immune system, you really shouldn't go out in public unless you need to get something for you and the person you're taking care of. Those people that are most at risk for the virus are diabetics, people with heart disease, lung disease, and people that have kidney disease, liver disease, also blood disorders. Compromised immune systems are also at risk, so people that are doing chemo or radiation, and even if you have the flu, you're at risk for getting the virus as well. Pregnant women are also at risk, even those have just recently given birth in the last few months. So this also shows the percentage of your disease or your condition, what the percentage at risk you are. And this was last updated in February. So it's not as recent, but it gives you an idea. It says 10.5 people with a cardiovascular disease were diagnosed with COVID-19 and died. So when you think about it, think about all those people that you put at risk and by going out in public or going to places to visit and they get sick, even though you may not have known you had the virus. My second point is what you should do if you absolutely have to go outside and go out in public. Sanitize. Sanitizing is really important, but washing hands is even more important, and it's better than hand sanitizing. So if you have an option, wash your hands. Save the hand sanitizer for when you really need it and when you're not around somewhere that you can wash your hands. Also, wash your carts when you go to the grocery store. Wipe them down with those disinfectant wipes you get whenever you go and grab your cart. So many people clean those and they don't get cleaned until the end of the day. So if you think about it, you keep touching other things that people have touched. Also, avoid crowded areas. If you see that the grocery store is crowded and they don't limit people that go in there, go to a different one or come back at a different time. Also, avoid people coughing and sneezing. Now that's said lightly because it is allergy season, so don't make a scene when someone coughs in the public. But be cautious and keep your distance. Something you can do at home is it's a good time to deep clean. Clean all your counters inside, clean everything. I mean, let's face it, there's not much else to do right now because you're supposed to be at home anyways. My third point is a small insight of what medical workers have been going through. Nurses and doctors, and even the rest of people that don't make patient contact. They're still doing a lot to help us. I work in a hospital, so I know the struggle of what everyone's going through. We are running low on supplies and everybody needs them. Places like New York need them more than I do because we aren't hit near as bad as they are yet. Starting with our doctors. Retired doctors have been coming out of retirement to help with the virus and help those that need it. There was a retired doctor in Italy who started feeling ill on March 6th. He had a fever and a headache and then March 10th his condition got worse. He barely could speak, said his brother to the reporter. He said then on March 14th he had died, including 24 other doctors in Italy alone. Then I found this quote by a nurse who worked in the United Kingdom. It says, "I am risking my life and the life of my family," said Jonah Pons Lapana, a nurse who works in the National Health Service in the United Kingdom. She says, "I am going to work because I love helping other people, but I want the government to equip me properly. It feels like they're sending soldiers to fight with water pistols. It's unbelievable." Imagine how we all feel. This is how we all feel all around the world. We are losing supplies, we are losing masks. So if you absolutely need them, then that makes sense. But we also need them too. But we don't have enough to supply everybody. So savor them. Clean them if you can. And just don't throw them away. Because some of the cloth ones, clean them. Put them in the washer and dryer with your clothes right after you get off work. Don't go inside and hug all your kids until after you've changed and showered. Because that minimizes the risks of the young children also. And to conclude this, staying at home is very important for your safety and your family's safety. Think of your kids, think of your grandparents, think of your mother and father. They count on you to keep them safe. So clean your hands, wash your hands, make sure you're staying at home like you're supposed to, and hopefully this ends quicker than we all hope it will. And these are my citations. Thank you.